Alright. Made some coffee, had a snack, got up and got around for a bit. So let's get back at this. So right now I'm going to run over to... Is it the Harborage? Yeah, Harborage. We're going to resume that Castle of the Worm. Also want to make sure we get all the lore books that are in this area before we get done here. So pretty much done with this little section of Stonefalls.
Why don't you go sit down?
All right.
We have an unexpected guest, Vestige.
What's Tharn doing here?
My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Sai-Sahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try a more direct approach. I used it as it was intended, and contacted Abner Tharn.
Is he being cooperative?
He admits that he knows Sai-Sahan's location, but he will not reveal it. He demands to speak with you directly.
Alright, let's hear what he has to say.
We meet again, Vestige. I wish to speak with you on a matter of some urgency.
What's this about?
Manimarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. If you wish to stop them, you need to find the Amulet of Kings. But to find the amulet, you must first locate Sai-Sahan.
And you know where he is?
Of course I do. And I might be willing to share that information. For a price.
Go on.
If Manimarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him. I know too much. Therefore I, Abner Tharn, Chancellor of the Elder Council, Overlord of Nibene, formally request asylum.
Asylum? Are you mad?
Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the things he has done, and has seen done, become too much to bear.
Will you come to us?
Would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is this. If you retrieve me from Manimarco's fortress and grant me asylum, I will give you Sai-Sahan's location in return.
And how do I know this isn't some trick?
You can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Sai-Sahan, and I must keep my head if I am to ensure the continuance of the Empire. Neither of us has a choice.
I see your point.
Tharn is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can we possibly trust him?
As our visitor so eloquently pointed out, we cannot. But if we are to locate Sai-Sahan, we must do this. Go with the Vestige, Lyris. Rescue Tharn. Give him the chance to redeem himself. He may surprise you.
Alright. Castle of the Worm. Well, at least I have Lyris with me.
You appear to have arrived in the wretched Squalor, a shantytown of Soulshriven outside Manimarco's castle.
How do we get inside?
As luck would have it, Menimarco is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate is sealed, but there are undoubtedly other routes one might take.
Such as...
You're the hero, aren't you? Improvise.
We'll find a way.
What a skeever. Improvise, he says. I can't believe we're risking our lives to rescue that skeeving Horker.
Any suggestions?
Subtlety and stealth. Let's not bring the entire castle guard down on our heads.
Good idea.
And didn't he say this was a town of soul-shriven? Maybe we can find one who knows his way around.
We'd better get started.
Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured.
No doubt.
Kill all the worms, I say. Mount their heads on spikes.
Easy now. I need a way into the castle. Do you know of one?
That's easy. All you've got to do is get captured, killed, and stuffed into a soul gem like yesterday's laundry. If you're serious, Cadwell can probably get you in. Might be too late, though. They just chased him into the guardhouse.
Thanks.
Why am I not surprised to find Cadwell here? He certainly does get around.
You know Cadwell. Okay, so there's a few targets around. Love that two-hander.
What are you doing here?
Uh-oh.
Intruders!
So, why is my ability not working? Oh, I guess it did. There's just a timer in place on it, and I wasn't noticing that in the chaos. Okay. It's a learning point.
What are you doing here? Intrude! What are you doing here? Intruders!
Oops.
say, jolly good timing. Lyris enchanted, as always. And you're looking fit for someone, so, how can I put it? Deficient in the soul department?
Sir Cadwell, what are you doing here?
Wherever the forces of evil prey upon the innocent, wherever souls are stolen and bodies shriven, wherever a people cry out for justice, there goest I. I mean, this whole eternal servitude business is rather nasty, don't you agree?
Indeed. We need to find a way into the castle.
Tiberius Garters, why? Lovely grounds, no question, but it's positively brimming with angry cultists carrying rather large weapons.
It's complicated. We need to rescue Abner Tharn.
I see. A rescue, is it? Well, that's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? There is a cistern that drains into the waterway. The door is locked, but that's not stopped me before. Why don't you meet me there, and we'll see what's what?
All right, thank you.
That might be our best chance to get inside. That cistern sounds like our best.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
You keep up nicely. I can't abide dawdlers.
What's next?
This whole bloody castle sits on top of an ocean of unstable oblivion, what's it? The Daedra use pipes to control the flow of it all, and it comes out as steam.
Okay.
Well, most of the doors in here are sealed with pressure from that steam. It's all rather complicated, but in a nutshell, if I can tamper with the pipes, we can open the doors to the inner keep, and you can slip inside.
Okay, so what do you need from us?
Well, I can handle the tinkering, but you'll have to keep the beasties off me. It will be quite a romp. Are you game?
Definitely. Let's go.
Onward! Ha ha! Don't worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss. This should do it.
Coffee.
There you are. Quick as you please. There's even time for tea.
Thanks.
A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top of the Tower of Bones. You'll need to make your way through the keep's heart to get to it, but it's not terribly far.
What's he doing up there?
I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way into the castle. Which is to say, well, all of them. You'll see crates of the things scattered around the premises.
Why don't you come with us? We could use your hand.
Indeed? Well, I might just take you up on that. But safety first. I'll stay here for the nonce and make sure nothing comes to bugger up our little adventure from behind.
Thank you, Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy night is starting to grow on me. Should I be worried?
No, no, hear me out. How many Tharns does it take to rule an empire?
Would you shut up? I'm trying to work here.
None. The one on the throne is a patsy, and the one in the tower isn't useful anymore.
That's not even funny. Get back to work, would you?
What? It's true. Lord Manamarco is gonna peel his skin off and make a particularly ugly flesh Atronach out of him. Mark my words.
And if you don't help me, I'll make sure you're sewn up right alongside him. Now shut up!
Where'd the other one go? Huh. Okay.
You, hurry up. The worms are on the move.
Okay. Wow. Alright, let's knock him down first. Anything we need out here, is there? Nothing over here. Alright. Up we go. Guessing that thing's gonna come alive in a second. Just have a peek over here before we move on. Interesting. I guess they're gonna have me come back over here. They take more of us every day, regardless of whether we still have flesh or not. The soul-shriven, as they call them, are the bulk of those taken. People whose bodies are long since wasted away, but those spirits live on in oblivion. Some of them say that their souls are inside gems, and that they can feel themselves being jostled about as their respective gems are moved from one place to another. They are filled with so much sorrow that it crushes the heart just to hear them speak of the lives they have mostly forgotten. I don't know what they do to others, but their screaming can be heard even down in the dungeons. It is an endless procession of misery from which there is no escape. The gods cannot hear us here. Is there any salvation? Is there any hope at all? Okay. Talk to Abner Thorn, and points that way, so I have gone a wrong direction somewhere.
There you are. I was beginning to think you were captured. We've a bit of a problem, I'm afraid.
What's the problem?
The door at the top of the tower has sealed with a warded barrier. I've seen the worms use similar sorceries before. It will sear you to ash if you touch it.
So how do we get through it?
Here's a thought. The flesh atronachs that patrol the castle halls are assembled in a laboratory very close to the warded door. If you created your own atronach, it would be bound to obey you. You could force it to smash through the barrier.
Okay, so how do you build a flesh atronach?
It's a simple process. A child of 5 could do it. Unfortunately, we don't have a child of 5, so I'll be forced to walk you through it. You'll need some good-sized chunks of flesh. Take them to the laboratory and I'll contact you there.
We're on our way.
Not the most glamorous task, is it?
No, not at all.
Freezing in here. At least that means the body parts won't smell as bad. Ugh, I'm not going near the city butcher for a while, I'll tell you that much. Imagine how the worms get used to this.
Put everything in the circle and we'll begin. Not very big, is it? Oh well. Now, cast the ritual from the book. make a necromancer of you yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit.
Little feller got knocked down. Wow. Okay.
Begone, insufferable worms. I'm working as fast as I can. So, we meet in person at long last. You look taller in your projection.
I'm here to get you out, as we arranged.
And not a moment too soon. If I had to inspect one more bloody soul gem, I'd have thrown myself from the tower.
Why should we trust you, Thorn?
A fair question. I know things. Things that can help you. Here's a bit to whet your appetite. Menimarco isn't doing any of this to serve Molag Bal. His ultimate plan is to out-scheme the god of schemes and to replace him.
What? How can he do that?
The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything. Why do you think he kidnapped Sai Sahan? He's torturing him, trying to get him to reveal the amulet's hiding place.
He's trying to find it before we do.
Precisely. With the amulet at his command, Menimarco believes he can trap Molag Bal's essence and absorb his power. He seeks to become a god himself.
Oh, it sounds so bad. So what else can you tell me?
I'd love to discuss this further, but this is hardly the place. Get me to a safe haven and I will tell you the rest. That was our agreement, was it not? Now, let's... Wait. Did you feel that?
Feel what? Uh-oh.
Now, Thar. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly. Ah, dear Lyris. Your old position at the Foundry is still available. We'll even give you your own set of unbreakable chain. And you, the thorn in my side, the pebble in my shoe. How strong are you? Can we test your limits? process drains the energy from most victims, yet you keep fighting. Surprises me. But how much more can you take, I wonder?
Marco, you dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council?
Oh, he dares.
His power wanes, Vestige. Strike him down, while his attentions are on me.
How dare you betray me, Thar? Your suffering will be legendary.
He will not remain discorporated for long. His consciousness will be adrift for a few moments, but that is all.
Why did that help me? Why did you help me?
Because Manimarco has delusions of godhood. He cares nothing for the Empire. He seeks only power. I've never done battle with him before. He's far more powerful than I imagined. Oh well, too late for regrets. In for a bean, in for a beanstalk.
So what now?
First things first, we need to get out of here alive.
Any suggestions?
We certainly can't go back the way you came in. I'd imagine they're swarming the grounds already. There's a refuse chute further down the path. It's a bit of a drop, but we'll probably survive.
Sounds fun. Let's go.
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
Hello again. Need a way out? I'll have that open in just a moment. Arcade preserve us. You're as battered and bruised as a peach in a sack of rocks. Bit of the old daring do, was it? No matter. You'll be needing an escape route, no doubt.
Great timing, Caldwell.
Well, it's what I do, quite honestly. We should probably hurry it up. The entire castle is as bristly as a sack of sewing needles after all that noise.
Why don't you come with us?
Come with you? You mean leave Cold Harbor? Well, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've seen the world I left behind. Do you think it's wise?
You should come along. It might be good for you.
Well, that's settled then. And after all, you do need someone to lead you out of here. Onward!
Let's go.
Into the chute, come on!
Ah! You... Icky.
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
And out we go. Okay.
My estates, My titles, my own life, it's all forfeit now. All in the name of preserving the Empire. I swear by all the gods, Manimarco will pay dearly for this.
Are you alright?
Of course. I am Abner Tharn. It will take more than a few brainless cultists to rattle these old bones. Now then, where were we?
You were going to tell us where Sai Sahan is located.
Ah, yes. Truth be told, I don't know the precise location, but I do know that he is Manimarco's prisoner, and that the King of Worms is trying to pry the location of the amulet from him.
You don't know where he is?
Now, before you lose your temper, let me clarify. I don't know precisely where he is, but I can find out. I'll just need a little time.
You tricked us.
What? You son of a bitch!
Ah! Are you insane?
Nice.
Get away from me, you brutish she-troll!
Lyris, stand down.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning.
Hit him again. Hit him again.
He'll always be Manimarco's toady.
Please. Manimarco wants me dead. Did I pretend to capitulate to him? Yes, I did. Do you have any idea how many lives I saved by doing so?
The only thing you saved was your holdings in your own hide, you pompous ass.
Enough. Abner had no choice, Lyris. And we are guilty of our own deceit, are we not? The time has come for the Vestige to know the truth.
What's this? The Vestige doesn't know? Oh, this is rich.
Sire, don't.
Vestige, until now, you've only known me as the Prophet. But that is not my true name. I am Varen Aquilarius.
Our fallen emperor, in the tattered robes of a moth priest, blind as a newborn kitten.
I am sorry I deceived you, Vestige. You are angry. It is to be expected.
You're the Emperor?
I was once, but no more. My name is Varen Aquilarius.
Why didn't you tell me? Why the deception?
In truth, I feared you'd kill me where I stood if you knew who I was. You certainly wouldn't have allied with us so readily. I caused this, all of this. If Molag Bal destroys this world, the blame will be mine and mine alone.
So how can I trust you or Lyris now?
You must not blame Lyris. She did as I instructed. She's my sworn protector, but she is also your ally. You have my solemn promise, Vestige. When this is over, if you still judge me harshly, you can end my life. I will offer no resistance.
I might just do that. So what now?
We must find Sai Sahan. Everything depends on that.
So what do I do?
In this matter, nothing. Abner and I must confer. We will contact you again when we have more information. I did not foresee Abner's defection, but I welcome it. Manimarco fears him, and with good reason. He can help us. I feel certain of it.
Okay. Okay, so what's up next? Let's just grab this jute real fast. How many points we have? So we're sitting on 5 now. Fortunately, I can't really make use of that stuff yet. get that to 14? It's probably the last ability I'm gonna want. Okay. Stop there. I like to hang on to some points just in case. Alright, so enter the oh, okay, that's Crow's Woods. Okay, so I think we're done with most of this area. Let's run around and pick up some of these lore books. And we'll get out of here. Is it up top? Can it knock you off? There you go. Alright, so there, right there. Okay, so that removed all those. Now I need this Adra Daedra. Oh, you can mark waypoints.
Yeah.
It's getting larger. Alright, so those are all done. So we need to make our way down here.
You! Dawn wants to speak to you. Go to the Davins Watch Mages Guild. Quick! Quick!
Feels like those are coming up a little too fast. I'm thinking with all the DLC, maybe they have decreased the timer or the level requirement. To make room for other things later. hope I needed to come down here.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while.
Darn? Why are you dressed like that?
I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information.
Such as?
By now, it should be clear your prophet Emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault.
Menomarco deceived him. It wasn't exactly his fault.
Granted. Menomarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings.
Then why do you blame Varen?
You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the Soul Burst. He manipulated you from the very start. Perhaps the better question is, why don't you blame Varen?
Why don't you just tell me why you called me here?
Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original 5. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan.
So why is Sai so important?
In the chaos following the Soul Burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location.
Okay, so where is he?
He was captured by Menomarco's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held.
And what do you need me to do?
Menomarco keeps his most secret documents at Knife Ear Grotto in Deshan, inside a hidden lair of Daedric cultists. We must travel there and search for clues.
I'll set out at once and meet you there.
Head to Knife Ear Grotto in the eastern mountains of Deshan. I will meet you inside.
On second thought, I have questions.
If I can endure Titanborn's inane prattle, I can survive your assuredly erudite elucidations. Proceed.
You know, truthfully, I'm not sure I care about these two questions, but alright, tell me about yourself.
Well, if you must pry, I am Chancellor to the Elder Council and Overlord of Nibene. But of all my titles, the greatest is my family name, Tharn. We are the greatest of the noble houses, with seats at the Imperial Court for countless centuries.
A family of politicians?
Politicians? A grossly inadequate word to describe our duties and our legacy. The Tharns have a storied history of advising kings and emperors that can be traced back to the First Era. We understand the ebb and flow of power.
Isn't your daughter the Empress Regent?
Clivia. She is comfortably lodged in Menomarco's pocket, along with my nephew, Jabard. I doubt they've given my disappearance a second thought. Ah, fair Clivia. My charming girl grew to be a ruthlessly ambitious woman. I taught her well.
So what will happen to you now?
Ah, there's the rub. With my untimely defection, my family will likely be divested of its holdings. The name Tharn is probably being stricken from every document in the Imperial Archives as we speak. I detest being on the wrong side of history.
Have you really lost everything?
Don't sound so smug about it. This is a setback, nothing more. By allying with you, I will liberate the Empire from Menomarco's grip. The Empire is all that matters to me. I will do what I must to ensure its survival.
Alright, let's get moving. I don't think I did those earlier. Okay, so he wants me to go to a new region that I'm not ready for. So I'm going to continue to work in Stonefalls. That was cool.
I'd love to get that sword of Ridrock of
Got lots to do here. Okay, let's take a quick look here. And so it's going to be the best place to go. Hey, how you doing today? Okay, so let's go grab those books so we can then move forward. Guess he really wanted that jute badly. Okay. Let's go unlock this, and then we'll get these 2 shards. Okay. Must be inside the mountain. Ah, yeah. I believe there's a quest here for this stuff, so let's go grab that.
Quietly, there is danger.
There's always
Quiet.
danger.
I see then, spleen stranger. You must help me. My people have been taken by a Daedra, known as Fate Stealer.
Whoa, slow down a moment. What went on here?
Raiders. The dark-skinned ones attack, hoping to take our mine and make us slaves once more. They even summoned a Daedra. That was a mistake. The Daedra took everyone away, Argonian and Raider, and only left their soul crystals behind.
So how can I help?
My people and even some enemies languish in the Daedra's Oblivion realm. The Raiders seized an Argonian gel called fire sap. Find some. It should overheat the crystals and cause them to crack. Then you can return my people.
Alright, I'll free them. Rescue the miners. Alright, let's do it.
I can hardly believe it. I'm free. I'm free. And in your debt.
3.
I can hardly believe it. I'm
And 4.
I can hardly believe it. I'm
Talk to
free.
Naposh after we hit the dungeon. Maybe we'll get what we need for that crow collar quest now. Love it. Thought the shard was down here. Guess I remembered wrong. Okay, it's not on the map.
From the sides!
I believe this is where the boss pops. If I remember correctly, it's right where that is. Okay.
Set it ablaze!
It's back there. Okay, let's look at this a second. I think it's on the outside of that. At this point, all I care about is making sure I get that dang sky shard. Okay. Nice. Now we can get out of here. That looks like it's a painful drop. It's the way up. Love that music.
It's so good to see everyone free again. I mean, almost everyone.
Almost? Who's missing?
My father, Last Water. The Daedra still has him. He tried to stop Fate Stealer.
Well, how can I free him?
His stone is in the main campsite. I'm sure Fate Stealer will not give up her prize willingly.
Nepot knew the terms when he summoned me.
What? Who? Where is my export?
Not bad.
I don't know what to say.
You were the one who summoned the Daedra.
The shame of it makes my scales brittle. But yes, I summoned it. I could not bear to see another victim fall to the raiders. I couldn't let them take our mine, so I reached out to Fate Stealer. All of us were scourged.
Alright, let's take a look at whatever we've picked up while we were in there. Yeah, we'll stick with what we got. Okay. So there's a book right here to our right, Tamriel History. Okay, so those are clear. So now we want this guy. We'll go for that one. Switch direction. Let's see if we can scale this. So, talk to. Oh, yeah. This looks like it might be a safe place to take a break. Alright, step away for a few. Be right back.